Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. I'm putting some notes in the chat right now. I want to make sure that everyone knows our free gifts. So the link that I've provided is to the Facebook event we created for tonight, where most of you have already RSVP'd. So there's two download links in that Facebook event. Then another gift that you get is like 27 blogs. And those blogs, because it's 27 different links, those need to be emailed to you. And so everyone that attended tonight will get that email gift of the 27 blogs from the person that invited them. So I'm really excited that you're here.
Well,
I'm
getting into here.
actually really having a hard time believing that it is already November, right? Like we already had Halloween. How did that happen? So we are in November. I'm wearing orange, just like, okay, we're there. And so tonight we're going to talk about the holidays. We did get through Halloween, and so hopefully you guys had your digestive enzymes to get through that really well. I have a variety of amazing coaches with us tonight that I'm super, super thrilled to share the stage with, if you will, our little Zoom stage. And so I want to get right into it. And again, get those links so that you get the free gifts as well for being here. And anyone that has not muted yet, if you are not a speaker, I'd just love for you to mute. You will be on the recording forevermore with whatever noise you make. Zoom does that super special for us. So again, tonight is our guide to thrive and holiday how-to. So jumping right in, I do want to start with a disclaimer. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. And of course, always check with your medical professional prior to starting a new exercise routine, a new food plan, or supplementation. And so we do have some free gifts for you. These are links on our YouTube channel. And again, that link to the YouTube channel is in our Facebook. And so you can watch these videos at any time and know that those are our free gifts to you as well. And then I had mentioned the 27 email link blogs. Do get with the person that invited you for all of those. Here's a quick overview. There's some on stress, some on recipes, some on tips, overall health, energy. And then this one, Terry's going to be covering exercise, holiday party arms. How do you like that one? And then, of course, sugars. And so really excited to be giving you those gifts. Those are all free to you. Real quick, we're going to watch a very short video on sugar, and then Nuchi Yang will share just a little bit more. So we're going to dive right in. And if you were 10 seconds late, you might not have heard me say, I am super excited that you are here tonight with us. So I want to be sure and say that one more time. Thank you for sharing your evening and the start of the holidays with us. And with that, here goes our video.
When you consume simple carbohydrates like candy or processed foods, your body immediately breaks it down into glucose. Candy, unlike sweet potatoes, is easy for the body to break down into glucose because it is already in its simplest form. Glucose enters the bloodstream and will signal the pancreas to release insulin. Insulin's main job is to store sugar in the cells to be used as energy. Sugar is stored in 3 areas: in the liver, or as fat. Sugar in the muscles is for immediate storage and use, to give us energy to do things. But if not used, it is redirected to the liver and stored as glycogen to support you in between meals or when you sleep. Unfortunately, the liver has a limited storage space. The excess sugar is then converted to fat for long-term storage. This process is like a car that is filled up with gas but hasn't been driven, but you continue to fill it up with more gas until it overflows. The body works in a similar manner. The more sugar you intake, the more fat you'll store. The more stored fat you have, the more likely you are to become overweight. And higher sugar intake may lead to a cycle of overeating and unhealthy food cravings that are difficult to resist. Here at TLS, we have a comprehensive program to help you manage your eating habits, weight, and health. Our four-pronged approach of low glycemic impact eating, the use of advanced, science-backed nutraceuticals, enhancing body composition through exercise, and education can help you achieve a successful, healthy lifestyle. To learn more about TLS and how it can help you, please visit tlsslim.com.
And we have had some name changes. And so M3 Mall is who our coaches are associated with. We are using the Go Trim product line and website. And sorry, people are coming in, it's throwing me off. So Go Trim used to be called TLS. So it's all kind of interwoven. So you'll see three different logos: Go Trim, M3 Mall, and TLS. And that's all us. And so with that, I'm super excited to introduce Nucci. She has been our amazing Wikipedia. She just thrives on learning on the details and going to classes over and over to learn more and come back and help us. And so we are in for a super special treat tonight to have Nucci Young, who is a Go Trim coach and a Nutrimetrics consultant, share a little bit about sugar with us. And so you saw a quick video, and now Nucci's gonna dive in. Would y'all help me welcome with a virtual clap Nucci Young to our virtual stage?
Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that so much. And thank you all for joining us tonight. I'm so happy to see so many wonderful faces on our call tonight. So I get the opportunity to speak to you about 10 reasons to ditch this sugar. There's a lot of studies, a lot of white papers behind what sugar does for you, but I'm just going to cover 10 reasons to do so today. And here you can also find this infographic at ditchthecarbs.com. And the language on here may be a little bit small, so I've got a few slides here, but I'm just going to go over it and, add a few more of my notes that I've learned along the way. So bear with me here. And then getting right into diabetes. Insulin resistance is a precursor to developing pre-diabetes and then type 2 diabetes. Insulin resistance, what is that, right? So insulin resistance is when the body's cell do not respond to the insulin that's in your system, right? And that leads to a whole host of other things that we saw in the video here. And then number two is that it also impairs your learning. So studies show that a diet high in fructose and processed foods can impair memory. And some of those items that are impacted are tasks like reading, writing, and attention. And it can also lead to a reduction in IQ later in childhood. Tooth decay. We all know when we go to the dentist, right? Dental decay and tooth removal is the number one reason for hospital admissions among young children. And that's also, all contributed to a lot of the sugar intake that's in, different things that we're eating today and candies. And of course, events such as Halloween where we've got an abundance of that. So we want to make sure that we limit that. And then it also can impact asthma, right? There was a study by the Australia did a study in 2012 that found that children who drink more than half a liter of soft drinks were more likely to suffer from asthma or COPD. Now, it's a dated study, which is 2012, but what I found on that, did a little bit of research, and what they found was that, it increases the odds of asthma. So not just children, but adults who drink more than half a liter of soda daily had 1.26 times higher the odds of having asthma. So, I was so surprised when I learned that it has that impact, that sugar really does have an impact on asthma. And then it also increases COPD, right? The association was much stronger in their study, and it was 1.79 times higher of the odds if you drank heavy soda throughout the day or were a heavy soft drink consumer. And then it also showed that there was a significant portion of study participants, who had more than half of those. And so it's really big impact how that sugar has on that. Then, of course, it leads to number five, which is heart disease, right? Too much sugar is linked to fatal heart disease, even in those who are not obese. And part of that is because it increases your fat cells. So it increases your level of triglycerides. It elevates your blood sugar, and on top of all of that, by elevating all of that, it also gives you oxidative stress. So that oxidative stress increases inflammation, and we are aware today in a lot of information that the inflammation in your body is a big factor in that. Number six, imbalanced gut flora. So we know that the gut and the brain have a big, connection, right? So we want to ensure that you keep your gut flora optimal. And sugar affects your gut flora, and your gut flora impacts your immunity, serotonin levels. And so there is a study as well that I've read regarding sugar and how it impacts your dopamine levels, and it reduces serotonin, your natural happiness hormone. So you want to make sure that you keep your gut flora balanced by not having too much sugar. Number seven, obesity. Sugar drives insulin, which is our fat storing hormone. Fructose, which comes from fruits, which is half of sugar, does not affect our satiety, and so we do not get that full signal to continue to eat and drink beyond what is required. So the more fructose you have through natural fruits, and what it'll do is it also has other great ingredients that will help make you feel fuller longer. And then the risk of cancer increase. Multiple studies have shown, and sugar and high insulin levels are associated with insulin growth factors, which can enhance and may interfere with cancer therapy. So that's out of a PubMed article there. We all know that cancer lives off of sugar. So you want to make sure that you limit that in order to help reduce any of those items that may potentially happen in the future with continued sugar intake. And then higher cholesterol. Eating a high sugar and high carb diet will raise your triglycerides, which I mentioned earlier, which is a better predictor of heart disease than total cholesterol. And it's very true for a lot of cases. And then it also ages you faster. Now we're all working on anti-aging or something that has some anti-aging factors, and you see that throughout the media, everywhere, right? Any type of communication medium is that individuals are looking to slow aging, and so sugar in the blood attaches to proteins and causes age-advanced glycogen and products or end products. These attack the fibers in elastin and collagen, which makes your skin supple. So if you want to continue to keep your skin supple and to keep that elasticity in your skin, you want to ensure that you minimize the amount of sugar. So consuming too much sugar can again affect your health. These are a whole host of those items there that you can see. I'm just going to call out some of the key items for me that I look at when I think of sugar, which is Alzheimer's disease, cardiovascular heart disease, breast cancer, fatty liver disease is, becoming a big item. Of course, obesity and a host of other things. And then on top of that, diabetes type 2, right? The next slide. So sugar drinks, which is making us sick. We can understand that, sugar in your mouth causes tooth decay. Again, could lead to heart disease, metabolic syndrome that you can see there, which is that higher blood pressure just because of the increased inflammation in your bloodstream. It lowers your good cholesterol and increases body fat, diabetes, obesity again, and then gout. And I'm going to make this real quick, but gout is prominent, and it definitely will increase your uric acid in your system, which is a big factor for gout. Negative effects of sugar consumption on our health. Again, impairs your memory, increases anxiety. It's very addictive, and we all know we have one piece, we got to have a little bit more, and increases the risk of depression. And here's a list of other items where you have, too much sugar. So some of the other things I didn't mention before are hypoglycemia, hypertension, dizziness, ADD, ADHD, colon and pancreatic cancer. And then Melissa, if you'll go to the next slide, we'll talk about some other names we have for sugar. So you may see these on labels. As you're reading labels and looking at different food items as the holidays are approaching here pretty fast, you'll see these. So you'll see glucose, fructose, sucrose, lactose, mannose, galactose, dextrose, isoglucose, trehalose, I think it's lavulose, sucralose, and maltose. So anything that has an O, S, E, ose as a form of sugar, Here's a list of a whole host list of sugar coated, and different names were added. Sugar like, you know, cane sugar, castor sugar, coconut sugar, fruit juices of sugar. Of course, there's a lot of there. Rice syrup, sucrose are some of the names that are common that you see on labels. But these are available for you to take a look at. And as you're reading labels, continue to look for these so you can reduce or limit the amount. And then, did you know carbohydrates and fruit sugar do not cause insulin spikes or diabetes? A big part of that is the soluble fiber that comes with fruit that you get when you eat those, whether it be raw or, um, you know, whether chilled or warm, room temperature. It has all of those wonderful factors in it. So when you consume in a low saturated fat and low dietary cholesterol diet, you're going to continue to feel satiated. And reasons sugar is the bad guy. Let's start here to the bottom left. Affects your cholesterol levels and heart health again, causes obesity and cancer, is high in empty calories, has no essential nutrients. It definitely damages the liver, as you heard at the beginning. And then ultimately, it could lead to type 2 diabetes and other illnesses. And so, again, many reasons why sugar can be the bad guy. Not every day, but on a regular basis. You just want to make sure that you keep an eye on your consumption and minimize the amount of sugar that you put into your body. So, thank you
Nucci,
for
thank you so much. Everyone, didn't Nucci do an amazing job? I think most of us know about sugar, but to really see the details, see how many different ways that sugar could impact our lives, all of the different names, there's just so much to it. So Nucci, thank you so much for your brilliance. We absolutely love you. So if you love learning from Nucci today, give her some love in the chat. We would appreciate that. Now, it's not just about cutting out sugar, it is having a great time enjoying healthy meals. That's something that we really want to discuss, and that is involved with low glycemic eating and some free recipes that we have for you. And so, the yin to my yang is Jade Green. I have known her since high school, and she has just completed me. We have started working together recently. Not only is she a GoTrim consultant, a GoTrim recipe expert, and a successful GoTrim client, I am big picture and she is details. Let's bring it out. Let's make sure it's spelled correctly. Let's go through different things and work together to make everything the best that we can. And so I just appreciate her partnership so much with all that we're doing. And so the discussion, Jade, why did you like the recipes? How do you pick which recipe program? And what is the raffle that we're offering? Take it away, Jade. Everyone give a round of applause to Jade Green.
Thank you, everybody, and happy soon-to-be holidays. So, why did I like these recipes? I love the recipes in the GoTrim system because these are ingredients that everybody can find in their grocery stores, at their farmers markets, and they are interesting and new ways to spice up your repertoire of what you're cooking for either yourself or your family. And they are super easy, they're fast. You can scale them up, scale them down so they're half a portion or feed a whole crew. And like tonight, I made something that I whipped together in 30 minutes, and it's going to be delicious after our session. So, how do you pick which recipe program? The first thing you want to do is go to our gotrim.com site, and you're going to register, and you will follow the prompts to take a weight loss profile survey. Once you're done with your survey, you will get an email with your results, and you'll also see it on the screen where GoTrim will suggest to you, based on your goals, whether you should go for detox, rapid results, fat shredder, sure and steady, continued commitment. the good news and exciting news is also that a lot of these recipes span programs. So even though you get a recommendation, say for fat shredder, I highly recommend you check out the other recipe books because you will find that you have endless variety. Um, the other thing that you should likely do is print out the recipe books because they're fun to go through and you can circle the ones that you want. Part of the key of being successful through the holidays is prep and planning. So things that some of our coaches do and I've picked up myself as a client is when you go grocery shopping and you come home, wash and prep your vegetables. Think about what recipes you're going to make for the week and put together packets of those ingredients so when you are hungry, you do not go into fight or flight and just start grabbing whatever's available because typically those things are not going to be healthy for you. So prep, prep, prep. The other thing on here is what is the raffle about? So we have a Monday night accountability group where we come together and we go through all of the chapters over the course of 15 weeks in the Go Trim journal. And we have a private Facebook page where we will post pictures of what we make. And we'll offer each other advice and we'll get motivated to make new things. For every picture you post, your name goes into a hat, and at the end of our 15 weeks, we will draw a name out, and the winner will get a $25 gift certificate towards any kind of product that you want on the shop.com website. Anything else I can do, Melissa? Are you, oh, you have more here. Okay.
Would you go over just a
Yeah.
little bit more about the
Yes.
difference in these recipe books? All of these
Yes.
that are pictured are free downloads from that site. You touched on it really well. Is
Yeah.
there anything else you want to add?
Yeah, actually, so the recipes in these books, based on what your weight loss goals are, or maybe for the holidays, you're thinking, look, I just want to wake up on January 1st and be where I am today on November 2nd. So maybe continued commitment or sure and steady is for you because it keeps you level versus trying to lose weight. There's one that we don't have a picture of, but for the holidays, it's the shaking and baking. And when you start going to these parties and people are eating sweets all around you, and you're feeling like, gee, I just want to have something sweet and yummy as well, shaking and baking is going to be your ticket to success. There are some festive recipes in there, like the cranberry bread, which is with our vanilla protein shake and cranberries and some nuts. There's the famous Dr. Nancy's chocolate muffins that, people walk in the house and go, who's making chocolate cake? And then there's also a lot of shake recipes, which are actually a complete meal. So let's say you are going to a big party and you know you're going to be tempted. Have a delicious shake before you go, and that will keep you satisfied, and you can get through the party with maybe the 3 bite rule, like a nibble here, a nibble there, and that's all you need, and you will feel satisfied.
Thank you so much, Jade. So
Hmm.
definitely get with the person that invited you to get these free recipe downloads. Really a lot of fun. So next we've got a real quick video, and this goes in correspondence with our guide to thrive, and our guide to thrive is a free download as well. So we're going to watch a short video, and then Paula's going to hit on some of the top topics of that guide to thrive as well.
Hello, everyone. Holiday season is upon us. It's Halloween candy. 2-3 weeks ago, you walk into a grocery store and a drugstore, and what's in the aisles? What's on the shelves? Halloween candy. Then comes Thanksgiving and all things pumpkin, which that has also come out, hasn't it? all the treats and cheats. And then, of course, we're right into Christmas season and Christmas parties and holiday gatherings and get-togethers and homemade baking at the office and all kinds of stuff going on right until New Year's, where, of course, this whole time we're probably indulging in a little bit more adult beverages than usual. So this is the season of temptation. We're in it, and it's 3 months long. And this is the time when people, I mean, it's difficult. It is so difficult to resist these temptations, especially when we are new to this lifestyle, especially when maybe we've maintained for years and we're like, give myself a pass for the holidays. And this is that season where we do, Laura, we're collectively, culturally, all giving ourselves a pass for 3 months on our diet. And then guess what happens? It's a slippery slope, isn't it? Things start sliding in other areas, and maybe exercise, maybe our meals, things like that, where it might start out as a little cheat or treat there, here and there, turns into something much more. And so I want to talk about the 3 TLS holiday must-haves. These are the things that are essential from October to January, not kind of important, essential. Okay. The first one is our TLS shakes. These babies, chocolate, vanilla, cookies, and cream. These are the absolute most fantastic way to avoid all of these sweets and treats and cheats that are available to us right now. And so you can make muffins, you can make yogurt bark, you can do all kinds of things with this shake, not just make a yummy, frappuccino or pumpkin spice, shake. You can do all kinds of things with
that. I'll move whatever. That's my friend looking.
TLS, and it is under resources, recipes, and it's one of the top downloads.
75-80%.
Definitely download that. I have my first holiday party to go to here at the end of this month. It's going to be bringing chocolate muffins made with TLS shakes. Why? Because I know at this party I have something healthy to eat, and I won't feel I won't give in to the temptation. I'll feel the temptation, right? And that's the key, right? We're gonna feel that temptation, and the key is to have things in place that allow us to make healthier and choices that are better for our long-term vitality and waistline. Okay. The second one is our staple product, TLS Core. Now, for those of you who may not know a lot about Core, it is basically willpower in a bottle. Okay, but you got to take it correctly, and you need to take it consistently. So one of the things that Core, this is what you're going to take 2 tablets, about 30 to 45 minutes prior to your 2 largest meals. Core is inhibiting excess carbs that we intake that we don't need. Now, we need carbohydrates, right? Our brain needs carbohydrates. We have, so one of our main sources of energy is carbohydrates. So we need them. But anything that we don't need, that our body isn't utilizing, that would be excess, Core helps inhibit and just allows to pass through the system, which is amazing. The other thing it does is it works on stabilizing blood sugar levels, which again helps control and manage hunger. But it also works on that hormone called leptin, and that hormone is the one that tells you you're full and you're done and you can push the plate away. And we know that slippery slope once we get on it. For those of you who were like me, I could just eat and eat and eat. And that's where leptin comes in. A lot of us have had developed an insensitivity to it, meaning we are not hearing it. We can't listen to it. We're not responding to that hormone. And what core does is it makes us sensitive to leptin again, so that we can push the plate away. We can say, I'm full, I can stop. And so that's a pretty incredible product with some pretty important functions during the holiday season. And then third, which you would just include within your core routine. So you take 2 core prior to your 2 largest meals and just add the green coffee.
And for time, I'm just going to skip the rest of that. Those videos are up on our YouTube channel. And so going along with our Guide to Thrive, our next speaker has been a very close friend of mine and co-coach. We think about 29 years, 28, 27, we're in that range. And she is a GoTrim consultant, a Nutrimetrics consultant, a master practitioner, a personal trainer, a product specialist, and she's helping coach every single Monday as well. And so she's going to go with the top 4 tips from our Guide to Thrive, which once again is a free download for you. So Paula, take it away.
Thank you so much. This is my favorite. There's actually 30 of these. So Melissa had to keep me to 4 because they're all so good. And realistic goals. For most people, the holiday season is not the time to set a goal. That's why we start working weeks ahead of time, right? And if you can maintain over the holidays, that's a score, big time score, and applaud yourself. But you already have pressure, right? You're making things. And if you haven't gotten into the habit of using the shake and bake recipes that Jade mentioned, or the other great healthy treats that we have in our recipes, you're probably making some things that your mom taught you to make. I mean, my mom was a really good baker and I was brought up on that, but there were 8 kids in the family. So you never had to worry about portion control. There was never excess portions, but set realistic goals. And going along with the realistic goals, I like to recommend that you wear something that's just a little bit uncomfortable. Because if you're constantly thinking, oh, I don't want to put a pound on or drink an extra glass of water, water's okay, but drink something sugary, you'll be reminded by maybe you don't want to walk past that mirror and think, what was I thinking wearing this dress or wearing this pair of jeans? And it's just a good motivator, just a little bit uncomfortable, but that's one of my off the wall kind of things. But you want to plan your cheat meals. And I think that goes along with when you're cheating at a party. The worst thing you can do is hang out in the kitchen. Don't we all congregate in the kitchen when it's festivities, right? Right where the dip is. And as one of my little nieces, when she was about 3, said to me that everybody in our family is a dipper. And we are. We don't care what it is or what we have, we're dipping it. And that's a bad habit, but we enjoy it. But just take a little bit on a plate and move on. And if you're dipping way more veggies than you are dip, you're in better shape. So think about that with your cheat meals, but show up at the party full. My husband is famous for saying, I'm going to a party tonight, I'm not going to eat all day. And we have been married 27 years and we have the same conversation. That's not the good way to go. Melissa knows he's the same size he was when she met him 25 years ago or whatever. But it's all about what's healthy inside. So go full. I like to have just a plain GoTrim shake. And I mean a couple scoops of chocolate or a couple scoops of vanilla just in water. I use a little blender so it's frothy and tastes like a treat. And if you have that right before you go, that extra protein and fiber is going to make you full. You might want to taste some of those treats, but you're not going to overindulge. I would never go to a party and tell people what I'm doing with how I'm eating. That's just not me. But if you feel comfortable doing that, go ahead and do it. But I'd say share it in our accountability group. Tell people you're going to a party, you're going out to dinner, or there's a special event coming up. And we will all support you and cheer you on. And you'll feel really good knowing you're going to come back and answer the question, what did I do well this past week? With something you're proud to share. If it's predictable, it's preventable. Halloween, I learned a long time ago, I just don't buy any candy I like. because I'm not going to eat something I don't like. And I don't care if I have to give it out to, extra to the kids. I'm just not going to eat it. Thanksgiving, I think it's a great idea to eat a whole lot of turkey. I mean, it might make you a little drowsy, but the protein is better for you than gravy. And my favorite thing is to say every time you eat gravy, think of making paste and what you did as a first grader when you licked the paste off your fingers. Flour and water, right? And just a little flavoring. So I don't even like to look at gravy. Christmas, do the best you can, but I say you are scoring and achieving your goals if you don't gain a pound over Christmas. And New Year's, I know with New Year's, I like to have sparkling water with lime because it doesn't matter if you don't drink and every person who's around you knows you don't. They will encourage you that it won't hurt. Have a little drink. It's the holidays. Have a drink. Celebrate New Year's. If it's sparkling water with a lime, they're going to think you're drinking and they're not going to give you pressure that might be more than you can handle. And remember, every single drink, no judgment calls here, but it's wasted calories and it's sugar, and alcohol slows your metabolism. So think about if it's worth it. If it is, enjoy. It's not worth it to me. I'm going to have a brownie or a Christmas cookie.
Thank you so much, Paula. Everyone give some love to Paula in the chat. We greatly appreciate you. And please look for that guide to thrive. These are just the first 4 of 30 tips that are our free gift to you. And so that is something very special. And we want to make sure that you have that. Another link that we have in the Facebook group or event invite is 5 pages of Thanksgiving recipes that are totally different than what you get in the regular downloads. So be sure and check that out. Now, next, in the 27 blogs that we have for you, several talked about how to stay energized during the holidays. And what we found is a lot of times you can be just so go, go, go with getting the gifts, getting them wrapped, going to the parties, trying to just do everything, that staying energized can be difficult. So do get those free blogs, and discussing products that can help you stay energized is our very own Barb Bolt, who is a certified Go Trim trainer, a certified Nutrimetrics trainer, a specialist with products, and our trainer of the year. Now, for you that don't know what Nutrimetrics is, that is the division in our company that helps educate health professionals on nutrition and supplementation. And these health professionals can come to our Nutrimetrics classes and get their continuing education units, their CEUs from these trainings. And Barb is here for free tonight. So this is a super big gift for us to have the one, the only Barb Bolt. Give it up for Barb.
Oh, Melissa, you are so special. I so thank you. Absolutely. Paula, Jade, Nucci, phenomenal. And, what do we do during the holidays? Well, we think we're going to drink. And actually, that is a downer. It is not an upper, just so you know. But we need to stay, number one, healthy during the holidays. And also, we need to stay energized. We have things that you can do that. Of course, caffeine. We have our Trim Tea, Trim Cafe, which is actually, when you think about it, when you drink a small coffee, it's about 80 grams of caffeine. This is only like 60 and actually 20. So even when you drink a decaffeinated, there's still caffeine in it. So we want to energize ourselves. We no longer have the green tea, but you can drink green tea. You can get it, but we don't have it for sale anymore. But again, you can get that. Advantage, phenomenal product. It's an ingredient that we have put into our mocha tonics. Yum, yum. It is one of my favorite recipes, is actually the mocha, the chocolatey mocha with our vanilla shake, a banana, and some peanut butter. And boy, you are flying, you are good. And our mocha tonics comes in cappuccino, vanilla, and our chocolatey one. So again, it has advantrazine in it. Guarana. Guarana, again, is an energizer. It's an herb, and it's in our mocha tonics, and it's in our turnip, which is an awesome product. Also, do you ever get that slump in the afternoon? Like, or maybe your slump is at 10 a.m., or maybe your slump is at 2 p.m. Just taking some mocha tonics, taking a turnip will energize you rather than drinking a coffee. When you're drinking coffee, it's going to bring you up and bring you down. And the caffeine has a half-life. That means when you drink a cup of coffee, that's still in your system at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. Just saying. So again, we want the trim tea, trim cafe if you're looking at caffeine, or the Advantra-Z, guarana, B vitamins. You know, B vitamins are, we don't think about them, but we need to take them. We call them essential. Essential means your body doesn't make them. You have to take them. And so we have a phenomenal B vitamin. It is a B complex with everything you need in it. So things like, I just need more energy. So actually, to be energized, B vitamins should be part of your daily regimen. How many of you are stressed? Raise your hand. All right. How many of you eat sugar? Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. All right. How many of you exercise? Well, guess what? All of those things and more, even when you get sick, those deplete your body of B vitamins. So if you wake up in the morning and your mind is like this and you haven't even gotten out of bed, you probably need B vitamins, because B vitamins not only energize you, it has the ability also to calm you. That's interesting. It's not the Energizer Bunny energizer. It's just a cell energy, which is different. So again, B vitamins in our isotonic formulation, you can take them, phenomenal. We need to fill up where we are depleted. And additional options, again, are our turnip, what we talk about. Our thermochrome V6 is our vroom, get it going. And again, we can take it in the morning. Do not take thermochrome after 3 o'clock at night or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, as you will be up until 1, 2 in the morning. Just saying. But thermochrome is something that you take as needs. But again, it's a phenomenal, guess what? Fat burner. So when it says fat burner, I'm all over it. And if it says energizer, I am all over it. So again, you have so many options to stay healthy, stay vibrant, stay focused, and we have all these things that energize you. So what I want you to do is take a survey and choose a free sample of the trim tea, cafe, thermochrome, mocha tonics, or the turn up. And you, by taking the survey, whoever invited you on this evening will give you a packet to try.
Thank you so much, Barb. Isn't she just amazing? Now, I do also happen to know this. If you take the Wellness 101 survey and attend her Wellness 101 class, you get a free 10-minute phone consultation with her. Just you, the person that invited you, and Barb on a 3-way call to just learn more about the specifics that you need. And again, she's educating health professionals with our Nutrimetrics division, but has invited you to learn a little bit more about the ways that we can help you. So would you all give Barb Bolt a round of applause? We are so honored to have her. Now, next, going on with more free tools that we have are downloads. And in the blog that I mentioned that you get from the person that invited you, in those 27 blogs, the blog is called Holiday Party Arms. And who better than my dear friend, I've known her since 3rd grade. She is a TLS Go Trim certified coach, a Go Trim challenge winner. She's a personal trainer. She is a performer and somebody who is always, since I have known her, interested in eating right, exercising, and living well. Would you please all help me welcome Terry Allison?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're super excited that you're here. So, obviously, if you're exercising, you're getting more energy, you get more energy, right? People think I'm too tired to exercise, but it really does get your blood pumping and help you have more energy. Um, I'm getting up at 5 a.m. and going to the gym by 5:15. So you'd think, that would be exhausting, but it really, I feel so much better when I'm doing it than when I don't. The cool thing about our program is that we have the on our website. You can look up all of the and download all of the exercises. We have a program that starts week 1 through 4, and you do the cardio and the weightlifting, and it just goes through the whole program. It's amazing. You don't even have to do the program to do the exercise, whatever you want to do. But we love each other and support each other. So any questions that anybody has, you can ask any of us. And the directions are a little sketchy on some of them as to how you do different exercises. I know Melissa has several videos, entertaining videos that you can watch, or you can give us a call, shoot us a message or anything. But yes, it's on the Go Trim site. And you can get that link from whoever invited you to the party today, or the Zoom, I'm sorry. And you got to keep those exercises going so that you can pick up those grandkids and pick up those presents, whatever you have to do, beat somebody else to the sale, right? Just kidding. But keep up those exercises. And a lot of people want to stay away from weightlifting because they think they're going to get too bulky or big. It doesn't happen unless you make it happen. Exercise and weight training specifically is so important to keep your core strong and your balance strong. Your balance, the more stronger your core is, the better balance you're going to have. And the more muscle you have, the more fat you're going to burn. So we want you working out and lifting those weights, even if it's a canned soup or a jug of milk or jug of water, bricks, whatever you have. Trying to think of things that you have around the house if you can't go to the gym.
Yeah, we all just have bricks laying around, Terry. I don't
Right?
know.
I do.
Well, thank you so much. So now what Terry's got on this slide is from the blog that is called Holiday Party Arms, how to work these arms. And then she has mentioned we have a whole lot more exercises on the Go Trim site. And what we have as a gift, and so when she was talking about some of the videos that we have, if you invite a brand new guest to our Monday night classes, you can win from the person that invited you a free resistance band. And Terry has videos of how to use that go along with the gift of the band, is what to do with it now. And so she's put those together for us as well. So that is another gift. So please give a big thank you in the chat to our amazing personal trainer, Terry Allison. We absolutely love you. Moving next now, Barbara asked a little bit about stress. Who is stressed during the holidays? Well, a lot of the blogs that we have talk about stress. So 5 of the blogs were mental health tips and then how to deal with holiday stress. And so I am super thrilled to have Jeff Pileman, who teaches our stress reduction class every series. He's a certified massage therapist, a Go-Trim coach, and a Nutrametrics consultant. So he's going to hit some of the highlights of what those blogs include. And so I just appreciate so much that Jeff just keeps coming back with us session after session to teach our stress reduction classes. And so to cover that same topic, please everyone give a warm welcome to Jeff Pileman. Whoa!
Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate the introduction. So what I really appreciate is what the speakers mentioned preceding me. And I'd like to just say that a lot of these stress-induced activities are actually holiday activities that you can actually plan, as it's stated in prior presentations. You can actually plan and prep to not be stressed. So what does holiday stress result in? Well, it can be weight gain, anxiety. We've all heard about the stressful holidays, sleep issues related to stress, lack of energy, and that could be from not sleeping well. It could be also from not eating well either. And if we eat something that's not right for us, especially close to bedtime, it can affect our sleep, and then also create lack of energy. Lack of holiday spirit. We hit the holidays hard right about now, actually, for some of us. And right today's I was painting candy canes, 4-foot tall candy canes. That's our introduction to this year's holidays. We're planning way ahead to make sure that we're not stressed out about getting decorations out this year. Head discomfort. Well, that's something that might be a result of like tension in the neck muscles. Being a massage therapist, I know all about that. And so you might have to reduce your stress to actually take care of that head discomfort and reduce it. Digestive issues. Eating the wrong stuff, having a schedule where your stress or your stomach is actually reacting to the way that you're feeling. It's kind of a downward spiral. So what happens with that? Well, you become irritable with others, as well as the physiological irritability that you have yourself. So, and then there's lack of focus and mental clarity. Well, Nucci mentioned that as far as the result of having too much sugar. I think that watching what you eat, and then also the sleep, and then also there's some supplements there that would help as well. Loss of sexual interest. That could be just because of distraction, schedule, you know, not having energy. So these are some of the things that you might be able to do. These are possible tips for holiday stress. They include read a book. This is what I call distraction therapy. You can read a book, you can watch a movie, you can talk to friends, you can do a number of things to take your mind off. Relaxing tea, not just taking time out for yourself. Exercise is good because you're working your heart, and your lungs, you're actually building muscle, and you are taking time out for yourself. So you're hitting a lot of various things at the same time with exercise. And also the result of that is that you will be able to endure, you'll build your endurance through the holidays. Eating healthy, we've heard all about that. Low glycemic diet, recipes, planning ahead, eating right by being able to prep. Quality sleep would be the results, but also for you to have the intention of having quality sleep, to pick your sleep time, your duration, and to be able to create an environment for yourself to have quality sleep. Mindfulness shopping. I don't know about that one. I think that it's something where you can actually maybe be in the moment while shopping. Is that right, Melissa? Yes. Okay. I think that would be the way to do it. Just be in the moment while you shop. don't worry about, and if you're out and about shopping, don't worry about traffic, don't worry about I mean, of course, watch out for others, but I'd say that be able to uh, be balanced and focused while shopping and driving if you're driving. But of course, there could be online shopping, which we would encourage to just kind of not to deal with that. Take a nap. I do. I take a nap. I like being able to be fresh on my second part of the day. And I think that to be able to give yourself 2 shots at least a day to have mental freshness to, even if it's only a short nap, maybe 15 to 20 minutes, it'd be very helpful. Gives your eyes a rest, gives your brain a rest, helps you with your perspective. Massage, not message, Melissa. I know it's massage. And being a massage therapist, I think the message that it sends is that to be able to relax those muscles, take time out for yourself, lowers your blood pressure. It does a number of things that are a benefit of your health. And especially even if you exercise, don't exercise, massage helps. Budgeting, you can budget money and you can budget time, but by doing both, what you're doing is you're respecting yourself and you're respecting your plan. And so when you budget for time or with money as you go through the holidays and have that stick to itiveness, that you'll be able to then plan and prep to be able to not be stressed out. Boundaries. Don't let people get to cross your boundaries. Be nice and civil, but at the same time, you need to have others respect your boundaries and you need to respect other people's boundaries because we're all doing stuff that requires time and energy, and we want to be able to get those things done. As far as sex, just don't let the holidays disrupt sex, and to be able to, have be able to stay healthy, to be able to maintain a good sexual lifestyle. Shop online. That's also, like I mentioned before with mindfulness shopping. Shopping online, you don't have to deal with traffic. You don't have to deal with people running over each other in the various big box stores in order to get their things. So here, the possible supplements, and I have a couple more that I'd like to talk about besides these. So as far as energy, Barb did a great job covering all the energy supplements that we have. Thermochrome is my favorite. Mocha is Gail, my wife's favorite. For stress, though, specifically, ACTS, Bliss, and Turn Down are excellent. And the turn down is in isotonic form. You can take it before bed, or it actually helps mood if you want to take it during the day. Sleep quality, there's a turn down again. Also, Axe helps with that. And then magnesium helps as well. Calcium helps, and those both come in isotonic form. Weight loss, low glycemic eating. So there's the Go Trim meal plan, and to be able to develop your profile and know what would be working best for you as far as meal planning. The carb and fat inhibitor, the core, is great. As Melanie was saying, it was willpower in a bottle. Digestive issues. So for those, Ultimate Aloe is great. Gail takes that every night along with digestive enzymes. I take digestive enzymes also. We both take aloe pills. And then we have our fiber through, well, we eat a lot of fiber in our normal diet, but if you don't think you get enough, there is fiber and complete greens that are available to help supplement your meals. Now, the sexual health isotonics is no longer available, I believe, but there's also Prime Men's Health that's out there. So for the guys.
All right. Thank you so much, Jeff. So some of these slides you might want to take screenshots because I realize we're giving you just a ton of information. So everyone put in the chat just how much you appreciate our certified message therapist. Jeff, do you know that slide has not changed for years. So, Jade, you see why you are the yin to my yang? I need you to review these with me. So, thank you so much, Jeff. One of the products that Jeff talked about was our stress supplement, which is ACTS. And ACTS stands for adrenal, cortisol, thyroid, and stress. You can take a screenshot for that right now and get more information from the person that invited you. This is an amazing product in our Go Trim line. Another product that we're hearing lots and lots about is regulating our unhunger hormone. So I've just got a quick video for you on this amazing product if you're looking at weight loss through the holidays.
Tap into groundbreaking science to support your GLP-1 production and redefine your weight loss journey. Feel less hungry and lose weight with Go Trim Thin. 2 clinically studied ingredients to take control of your appetite. Feel fuller, eat less, and support your body's ability to shed pounds like never before. If you're struggling with your weight loss journey, Go Trim Thin can support production of the GLP-1 unhunger hormone while encouraging healthy metabolism and insulin sensitivity. 2 daily capsules can help you ditch cravings and tip the scale in your favor. Now is your time to get Go Trim Thin.
And so with that, we're hearing in social media, almost everywhere we look, about the different types of injectable drugs that could help with the GLP-1. What we're finding is a lot of people have rushed into this. It was a product that was initially designed for people that were diabetic, and now it became the weight loss shot. And people that are going off of it now are finding out that perhaps, so I'm trying to speak in generalizations, that their system might be a little bit messed up from those injections, that their body is doing worse with its own GLP-1. There is a lot of research coming out, and I think a natural supplement that helps your body to work with its own GLP-1 is much better than a synthetic that you're shot with that could have side effects and long-term negative effects. So get with the person that invited you to discuss this if one of your goals is weight loss during the holidays. For me, the first 2 weeks on this product, I lost 11 pounds. I go to the doctor every 2 weeks for a medical issue I'm dealing with nerve damage. And in the first 2 weeks, I lost 11 pounds at the same scale, at the same time, in the same doctor's office. The following 2 weeks was another 7 pounds. So I really do appreciate this. And our final slides for the night, we do have another friend of mine that I have known since high school. We met freshman year, and Lisa Hoppy works in a pharmacy as a pharmacy technician. She works with children on the spectrum. She has a great knowledge of medical products and supplements, and she chose TLS and Go Trim for her weight loss story, and we're sharing some pictures there. And Lisa, I would love for you to unmute, please, and share just your story of why you chose Go Trim, because you've had a lot of options, and congratulations on your success.
Well, the reason I chose the Go Trim lifestyle plan is because I was basically raised in a fitness family. So I already knew the benefits of eating healthy. But during the pandemic, I did what a lot of people did, and I just gained a lot of weight. So my normal weight is between 113 and 125. When we reopened after COVID, I weighed 152 pounds, and I am only 5'1.5". So that wasn't a real good thing. That's not a good weight for me. It didn't look nice. So I started this journey and started taking the supplements. I used the detox diet and the rapid results diet on, the downloadable recipes, and I lost 30 pounds. It took a few months, but I lost 30 pounds, and I've managed to keep most of it off over the years. So it's been really life-changing to get back to feeling healthy, and it's not fun to drag around all that extra weight. It made me really tired to have a lot of extra weight on me. So being at a healthy weight for my size has given me back a lot of energy. Also taking the supplements, I take the OPC 3 and I take the activated Bs. Those are the ones that I will not live without. Those are my standbys. So those are my main go-tos. I did try the Go Trim Thin, and I managed to lose 5 pounds in 2 weeks when I used that. So that does work.
Yeah.
Our
And
our
these
programs
pictures,
and our programs and our products work.
that's right. And these pictures certainly show it. And I think that you having the knowledge of all of the medical options that you have, and you chose the natural options and had great success. We're just so very proud of you, Lisa. And thank you so much for sharing tonight. We know that you just got off work from the pharmacy.
I did.
So,
I'm in the parking lot.
so thank you so much. So is next. Barb Bolt hosts a Wellness 101 every single Wednesday at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, and you are invited to that 30-minute call, which is free, which also provides you with a 10-minute consultation with Barb. If Wednesday at 5:30 doesn't work, get with the person that invited you and set up one on your own. And then every single Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we have a Go Trim class. And as Jade mentioned, it's actually 15 different weeks of topics, and we are inviting you to come. Barb also mentioned some free samples. If you take the Nutri-Physical or the Weight Loss Profile or the Wellness 101, the person that invited you has some free samples. And next Monday is Nuchi Young with chapter 6, which is discussing nutrition. And so that's what we have coming up. And so I am so thankful to each and every one of you for being here tonight. And thank you for spending this time with us. Thank you for everyone who shared. And don't forget to get the 2 downloads that are in the Facebook link. And then the other 2 options from the person that invited you would be the email with the 27 blogs and then a way to get the samples. So thank you, everyone. So glad you were here. Happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, right? We've got so much to celebrate. So we are so thankful for all of you being here tonight. Have a blessed season.